Good morning, and it's like day 14 on trail. What a beautiful sunrise over there coming up behind Headwaters Hill. It's gorgeous. 6:37. Let me turn around here. There's the moon. The sun and moon. Anyway, I'm gonna try to make some good miles today. I want to get to it's like Baldy Lake or something, an actual decent, reliable water source. It's 17 miles, so hope to get an early start. I gotta do some stuff here. I get ready. Talk to you later. All right, well, I'm hitting the trail. I just got everything. That's my site. It's all cleaned up. Filtered the last bit of, like the last liter of water. So I got about 2 liters to go. I think there's not water until for like 6.5 miles. So I'm good. I can actually go a lot further than that. 7:45, not a bad start time for me. Great night. And again, no condensation on the tent, bone dry. Gotta love it. All right, I'm headed up around the side of Windy Peak. And my aim today is to go 17 miles to Baldy Lake, which I have to hike like a half mile down to, but I'm willing to do that since there's water there. Hopefully may camp there, or maybe I'll just go down and get water. I'll have to kind of look at that when I get there. All right. That's Windy Peak. Pretty sure that's Sergeant's Mesa. I'll go across that today. And I'm not sure if that over there could be the Baldy Peak area. I'm not sure. Nice outlook. Back to the north that way, but definitely a different look. As we head southwest, should be more, that way. See the mesas and the San Juans. Still pretty cool. The aspens. These shoes have served me well. Ultra Olympus 6. Just had my last resupply box in at Monarch. I had some new insoles, some new super feet insoles. I think it's the adapter on kind, but yeah, that was needed. Gosh, they feel much better. Still in good shape. And these the gators I'm using are by Catula Instigators. Best ones I've ever used, since you can take you can zip them off and take them off without having to remove your shoes, and they're pretty light. Well, I've arrived at Tank 7 Creek. My trail goes this way. I'm gonna collect some water here just to fill up this when I finish drinking it, and I'll have to add some aqua tabs for treatment. Looks pretty good right here, but I do know that gets a lot of cows upstream, so just to be safe. And apparently there's a dead cow. I don't think it's laying in the creek or anything, but still somewhere up there. Hiking up Tank 7 Creek. Looking for a dead cow. Not. Coming up on something here. Gotta be getting close to Sergeant's Mesa trailhead. So that would be how a vehicle would have access. To leave something like that. That's pretty dilapidated. Definitely on trail. Saw a hawk a minute ago fly over, and that was cool. Almost to the edge of the mesa up here. Got down there doing some trail maintenance, trying to get the water to drain properly, but a pretty sweet view. Looks like a little stormy over that way, possibly. Shouldn't impact me. I don't think this stuff really goes southward. That's the way I go. Back. Saw some vehicles parked back over there. One of them probably belongs to that guy doing trail work. So I'm kind of at the edge of Sergeant Mesa. The actual like top of it is like maybe 4/10 of a mile up here. Then I'll start working my way down off of it. That was kind of cool. I just came across backpackers. I guess he's doing the Colorado Trail, and I met or saw him at the hostel in Salida. His name's Nick. Goes by Wolfman. So that was kind of cool running into him. And he's kind of said he kind of shooting for the Baldy Lake thing as well. I'm not sure. He said he wasn't sure if he'd make it, but give him something to shoot for since I told him that's where I was going. Yeah, so that's cool. And he said he was originally from North Carolina. So nice to actually run into another backpacker. So hopefully I'll see him on the trail somewhere. That's cool. No idea what goes that way. I guess I go that way. I don't know what goes left. I just sat there underneath that pine tree and finished off the rest of my lunch items and left my backpack sitting like right there in the sun, so hopefully my solar charger is trying to charge that Anchor battery. Anyway, messaged home, got some feedback, which is always nice. I don't like when I send messages and nobody replies. At least the only person who replied last night was Drew. He just said, "Rock on, brother." And that, just something simple like that, that's all I need. I mean, it helps, you know. You're out here by yourself, you don't see a whole lot of people. Anyway, I'm kind of headed back. I'm headed that way. I had to work myself up around that mountain somehow on top of it, because it's 4.5 miles to the trail that takes me down to Baldy Lake. So I know I got to go up some, but it's nothing like tremendous, so not a big deal. It's just time to go and get moving and get to where there's some good water. That's like the name of the game through here. All that scarlet undergrowth gives a nice Christmassy vibe. That's what I have to contemplate. Baldy Lake. East to Sheep Creek. And then that's the way I continue. I gotta ponder this. Gravity feeding, filtering water. Hopefully there's getting a bit of sun on the panel there. The view from here is pretty cool, man. I mean, it's has some drama to it, but there are a lot of dead trees. I had to come down a bit to get to this. But glad I came down for this perspective. Still plenty of light in the day. I think I'd rather try to bust out this hump of a half mile that seems way more than a couple hundred feet. I'd rather get that out of the way now. All right, back up from the lake at the trail junction, where I go to the right to continue. So I thought the trail came closer to the edge of the rim that I saw from down at the lake level, but I guess it doesn't. For some reason on the map I thought it looked like it would have had a view over to the lake, but perhaps I'm not there to it yet, but I'm not so sure. But still, that's beautiful. I'm tempted to camp up here because it's get away from being away from the trees, but boy, it's in the open. The sun's still high, the weather looks good. I'm gonna keep getting miles. It only took me 15 minutes to come up that half mile from the lake, which I didn't think I was going to do faster than that. That's mile an hour. Oh, and I just passed a young woman going north on the CT. She lives in Denver, so she's walking home. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's the San Juans back there. I think I'm probably gonna drop down in there in the fog look probably up that way. I don't know. I guess we'll see. That'd be my guess anyway. Yeah, nice camp places, like flat and they're very, very few and far between. We'll see how this goes. Love this little thing. The micro pump. It's a long ways on the single charge when there's two AAAs. Oh, I forgot this is still running. Jesus, getting a little stupid. Hey, I finally got thru-hiker feet. Got a nail that's black and blue, and toes are all dirty. Ah, trash. I don't usually camp that close to the trail, but it was getting late in the day, and I haven't seen too many things with all the dead trees and the rocky ground. So, suck it up, Buttercup. It's too close to the trail. Get over it. Gotta do what you gotta do. Considering I rarely sleep this close. I think it's okay.